I have something I want to do that I think I've seen a lot of people doing on the internet, just randomly throwing out hot takes for 2024. So now it's my turn. Today we're gonna be doing 2024 gaming predictions. Some of these are lukewarm, like of course that can happen. Some of these are like, they kind of building up temp. Some of these are just out of the blue, probably won't happen, but I hope they will. And yeah, let's get into some of these. Starting with something that I think a lot of people can probably expect. If you didn't expect this, you're probably, a kid. But GTA 6 will not release another trailer until November or December of this year, if not next year. Now, if you don't know, the Rockstar cycle of trailers has been the same since, Bully, or if you want to say like Max Payne 3, or, I don't know, GTA 4. I forgot which one came first, but I take 3 GTA 4. I want to GTA 4, yeah. But it's been the same thing. You release that initial trailer, which we already got, and then almost a year passes, and you get nothing until you get a character trailer. And they go to the character background a little bit, and then they start slow dropping trailers every couple months till the game comes out. It's gonna be the same thing. People gonna be upset. People gonna be complaining about it, but they have to get over it. It's the usual Rockstar cycle that I hate now, because I like the cycle of, hey, a game you didn't know about just got a trailer, boom, it's coming out in 6 months. That's my favorite thing. Even though Fallout 76 was trash for me, they announced the game and it came out months later. Like, I love that stuff so much. I don't know how it works with like marketing. I don't know if they found out that it's not really that great for marketing, but me, I love, because immediate hype gets started, and it starts building towards something that's actually tangible and actually in reach, instead of like waiting like 2 years to get a game that you probably will never get to see or play in the way you thought it was going to be. Because in development over these years, the game changed, like Cyberpunk, and you didn't get the game that you wanted to get in the first place. So yeah, that's one of my early little, predictions. Another one, Black Myth Wukong will be in heavy Game of the Year discussion, or it will be complete dog shit. No in between. Now hear me out. I feel like Black Myth Wukong has been talked about for so long, been in development for so long, that if it does not come out either fantastic, like one of the best games of the year, one of the best games of the generation, it might just be dog shit. Like, I know that's an exaggeration, but that's what we're here for with 2024 predictions. It's prediction era. I'm just saying it. But I don't think there's no in between. Like, either, because people have been hyping this game up for years, and I feel like the disappointment is going to be tremendous, and then it's going to be like slandered for years. Even if it comes out to be average, it's going to be slandered and then looked at as just complete trash. So yeah, let's hope that it comes out to be one of those great games that we all looking forward to. This one's for games coming out next month. Suicide Squad will beat the Avenger allegations and be a good game day one. I know this is a reach, but I want this game to be good because I like Rocksteady Batman series. I like that this game is still in that universe. I know there were leaks that got, people upset by some of the story. I didn't look at it. I blocked other stuff out of my life, but I still hope that the Rocksteady magic is still there, even though they haven't made a game in a long time. But I still hope that something is still there that's like gonna work, and WB hasn't like forced them to like shovel this game with microtransactions and ruin it like the Avengers game did with Square Enix. Oh my god, I want this game to be good. I like the idea of finally moving around Metropolis, even though it's the Suicide Squad and most of the characters you don't really care about. But that's how you get stuff to like become enjoyable. Like, most niggas do not care about the Guardians of the Galaxy at all until they got introduced and they were developed well. I think these characters will be done the same way. Like, who gives a fuck about Boomerang? Nigga, I forgot his real name. Captain Boomerang. Who gives a shit? Harley Quinn, people love Harley Quinn. Deadshot, it's Deadshot. Nobody really cares that much. And I forgot the Shark nigga name. But I just hope that it doesn't turn out to like the Avengers. Because Avengers had potential. Like every time you fought like a big boss or like, you know, had to like do cool stuff against big enemies, it was fun. But once you just fighting generic robots and generic stuff like that, it became a drag, and everything became about stat points and not about cool abilities after a while. And it's just, I don't like that. And the weapons, that's what make it seem like. All signs are pointing to this game being just like an Avengers. They got the equipment with the stat bonuses and nothing really cool. Everybody's shooting guns. Like, it's all signs point to trash. But being optimistic, this game could be something great, right? It has the movement that I like. It has, you know, the comedy and dialogue that I find refreshing. It has the great spin of it being you trying to kill the Justice League as the villains, as Suicide Squad. Love all that. Will it nail it? I don't know. Will it be microtransactions to hell? Probably. But can it survive past that? I think it can. I think it can. And I think it would turn out to be a decent, if not great game, if WB didn't put their grubby hands on it too much. They're going to put their hands on a little bit. They're going to touch on it. They're going to give it a little finger around, you know, stuff some little candy in his mouth to be like, hey, this candy ain't free. You got to pay for this. They're going to do all that. But I just hope they don't do it too much. When that game, I hope when the embargo comes out, like, it's not like a disaster. Because usually when embargo is released before the game come out, it'd be like, oh, it's either like one of the best things ever, or like niggas like this, you gotta avoid this game at all costs. I hope it's a latter. Oh, here's one. We will get a Ghost of Tsushima 2 trailer announcement with a date in 2024. Will the game come out in 2024? I don't think so. But we will get a date. 2025, whatever you want to call it. Ghost of Tsushima is one of the best games that I've played. And the world design, the character development of Jin, like how you can choose whether you want to just keep your honor or sacrifice it and become the pure ghost that you think you are. You know, all the choices you can make throughout that game. Well, not choices, but all the things you do in that game has me fiending for a second game. I played the DLC. It was good. It was cool. I love the whole mystical effect that they had going on in there. But it's not, you know, it's not a full-fledged sequel. I need it now. Because the combat was so fun too, the different stances. And like, you know, the different play styles, being like a straight samurai, a ninja, still stealthing around, stuff like that. I just want this so bad, and they've been quiet too long. Sucker Punch has been quiet for too long. If you're working on Infamous, or you working on this, and I think Ghost of Tsushima 2 is probably the bigger priority because it made more money. So yeah, I need that. Another one, stick with the PlayStation. Naughty Dog will announce a new game, but it won't be Last of Us. I think with the cancellation of the Last of Us factions multiplayer, Naughty Dog is here to show and prove. They got to show something to get people, like, you know, not angry at them and not wanting to be disappointed all the time. So I think showing something and just like, you know, being like, hey, this is the next thing that you should be looking forward to would be a good faith thing for them to do. And I think it will happen this year, because PlayStation had a really weak year last year, and a lot of their developers are like, you know, still making games low key. A lot of their A team as well. So I feel like now is the perfect time for Naughty Dog to be like, yo, we here, we done remastering shit. Here is our newest thing. Because golly, they love remastering shit over PlayStation right now, huh? Every game is getting remastered. Like, but we still can't get backwards compatibility. Ooh, fuck that up. But we still ain't got backwards compatibility for most of this generation. Most of the last generations, like PS1, PS2, PS3. Nobody wants to stream PS1 and PS3 games on the cloud. Nobody wants to do that. So, yeah. Xbox has a dominant year with consistent great games. Avowed, Hellblade 2, and Stalker 2 will all come out with 85 plus review scores average. I think this is the year for Xbox to just keep going. Like last year, they built up momentum. They settled the deal with Activision. They got Activision like complete now. Great games came out for them last year, like Hi-Fi Rush, Starfield. Starfield was cool, but you know, they had great games come out. And I think this year they're gonna keep them pumping. I don't know. Xbox was never for me personally. I liked Halo. That was probably big. Oh, Fable 2. I like Fable 2. That's about it. And I've been rooting for them to be successful because I don't like when PlayStation gets too cocky. Because they don't look at Nintendo like they're the same type of thing. So like when Xbox was competing with them, that's when they was like on their on their tiptoes, on their P's and Q's type shit. But now but for the last generation when they was like failing dramatically, like PlayStation was just doing stupid shit. And cause they continue to do stupid shit. And I want Xbox to be like, yo, you tripping, we finna be up, and if y'all keep fucking around, y'all gonna be fucked up. Competition is always great. Competition is always great. And whenever there is a competition, that's when the consumers get fucked over. And I don't want to be fucked over again. So hopefully Xbox stays on their timing. They still put out these decent to great games and put, you know, some pressure on Sony to like be more consistent with their stuff and not be fucking over their fucking consumers. Because they still getting sued, by the way, for having a monopoly on the PlayStation Store digital code stuff. So hopefully that shit gets, you know, a victory for us and not for Sony. But that is besides the point. Nintendo announces the next console releasing the first quarter of 2025. It would be basically a Switch 1.52 type shit, and the Switch price would drop the same day. This is like not a reach. This is like something that we all kind of expect. The Switch 2, like, I don't think they're gonna change like the design, which is like slot in if you want to plug it on TV, and you can take it out for it to be handheld. They're not gonna change that. I feel like that's too good of a design to change right now. So the best thing they can do is just make a more powerful version of it, which I think they're gonna do. And that way the Switch price can go down further, and that's down once the Switch price goes down even further, let me tell you how much it's gonna. You think it's selling now? It's gonna sell. Oh my god, bro. But yeah, I'm excited for the Switch 2. I think my problem with the current Switch is that it's just not powerful enough to run games stably. Like, I get it. That's not what the Nintendo's made for. I get it, but I think we can do both. Like, I think it's perfectly fine to ask for. I mean, I'm not asking for anything extra. I just want 1080p 60. I'm not asking for anything extra. All I want is a 1080p 60 on almost every game. Come on now, you can do that, Nintendo. You can do that, please. Please and thank you. But yeah, that's Nintendo. Nothing crazy. Everybody expect Nintendo to announce something either this year or next year, but I think it's gonna be this year. Here's one. Metroid 4 also gets announced when the Switch 2 gets announced, and it's gonna be a day one release for the Switch 2. Metroid 4 has been delayed for so long that it's gonna do a Breath of the Wild situation, where it's like, yeah, it's coming, day one on Switch and Switch 2. Like, it's one of these things where it's like it's going through development hell, kind of. It was in one development team and it went back to the old team. Like, nah, they fucked it up. Can y'all continue to making this game, because they don't know what the hell they was doing type shit. And I really love the Metroid Prime series. Like, I don't need anything special or, you know, unique. Just give me a sequel. Like, just give me it. Like, that's what we waiting for. Oh, here's one that's like really close to my soul. Silent Hill 2 remake comes out this year, and it will be a disappointment. I have no faith in Silent Hill 2 remake. It's being done by a Blooper team who makes mediocre games. They don't make bad games. They don't make great games. They make mediocre games. The Silent Hill, I guess, TV show or whatever you want to call it, that's airing right now, is but like it's an interactive like show that they're having every like week or something like that. I don't know. I'm not watching that trash. It sucks. and somebody gonna do more stuff in the Silent Hill universe like this. If this new Silent Hill TV, let me make sure I get the name of it. Hold on. Silent Hill Ascension. Silent Hill Ascension. If they keep releasing stuff like Silent Hill Ascension, I have no faith in Silent Hill universe anymore. They should just sell it to whoever want to buy it, and Konami just get rid of it, because they don't know what the f they doing besides making pachinko machines. Everything is a fucking pachinko machine for them. Like, God. And the people they choosing to make these games, what are you doing? It's because they want to pay them the proper money or something? I don't know. Why did they choose Blooper Team? I get they made the Medium, and the Medium got cool concept ideas of being in parallel universes, and they could probably nail that, like, Silent Hill world was like not being in the metal Silent Hill world. I get it. But everything else they do is trash, bro. They combat sucks. When has a Blooper Team game made good combat? Silent Hill 2, the remake is supposed to improve on stuff that Silent Hill 2 desperately needed, like the fucking combat. If you don't get good combat, then what's the point of Silent Hill remake? Just play the old one. It'll be a better experience. Like, and that don't mean play the port they did for 360 and PS3, because that port is horrendous as well. You got to play a fan version of the game that fixed everything on PC. That's probably the best version you could play. Konami just, oh my God, like, I love games too much to be constantly complaining about the shit. I complain about the shit that I love too fucking much, bro. Like, Konami just don't do right by Silent Hill at all, and it sucks. Cause that's one of the best, like, horror series of all time, and they just ruining it by just not treating it properly, not doing their due diligence. But it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. It's just a sad prediction that I think has a high chance of becoming true. Oh, here's a quick one. I don't think Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake is coming out this year. I know that post was out that said PlayStation said that Silent Hill 2 is coming out this year and Metal Gear Solid 3 is coming out this year. I think Silent Hill 2 will. I don't think Metal Gear Solid 3 will, because I think it's probably going to need a lot more work and polish for them to, like, they want to nail that game. They don't necessarily care that much about Silent Hill 2, I'm not going to lie. It seemed that way, to me at least. I know that they want to nail Metal Gear Solid 3 because they want to keep making remakes of the old games. So they want to nail that, and they want to sell the collection. So the 007 game made from the Hitman creators will get a trailer with a 2025 release date this year. They announced the 007 game last year, and this is a reach because I think it might take a few more years for this game to come out. But I would love to see anything from this game, because all 007 games have a place in my heart for some reason. Like, they all were fun to play. I haven't played none of the bad ones. I've only played the good ones, so I guess that's my, rose tinted glass, whatever you want to call it. But it's a special franchise, especially for gaming. Like, the movies are great and the games are great, but at a certain period of time, we stopped getting good games. We started getting, like, the Daniel Craig universe games, and it's like, all right, these are okay, but it's not like the greatest we was getting back in the day. So I'm excited to see what the Hitman people do, because the Hitman does, like, well detailed worlds, great precision combat where you, like, feel like you're, you basically feel like you're 007, except you Hitman, of course, but you feel like you're one of them agents, doing like whatever you can do to, like, get the target, accomplish your goal type shit. So it's the perfect combination of game developer and IP. So hopefully we see something soon from that. Another prediction, I think we will see a Doom 3 announcement from id Software this year. What is id doing right now? I don't know. I don't know. I could look it up and, like, get some, like, hits and bits. I don't necessarily want to do that. I just think we gonna get a Doom 3 announcement, because it is about time. Like, it is about goddamn time. When did Doom Eternal come out? Doom Eternal came out March 20, 2020. That's the same day that Animal Crossing came out, right? So it's been 3 and some change years. We're finna hit 4 years in March. I think it's about time to talk about the next Doom. Like, when did Doom 1 come out? Doom PS4 release date 2016, 2020, 2024. It makes sense, right? I think it's like it has like a 50% chance of happening. I think id is working on all cylinders on whatever they're working on, and I think it is a Doom game because Doom is like so freaking good. It's one of the best like first-person shooters that has like some of like the best combat. Everything feels so good to do. Shotgun, it's probably the best shotgun in gaming. I can say that. Every shotgun shot feels like amazing in Doom, and they amp it up by adding chainsaws and all that, adding the dash mechanics. I'm glad Doom had that revival it had. It looked shaky at first when it was all focused on multiplayer and stuff like that. It's still trying to do weak ass multiplayer and Doom Eternal as well, but you know, it is what it is. Like Doom 3 will be coming out this year. Not coming out this year, but get announced for this year in 2024. This one is a reach. It's a reach, but I think it's likely. A new Uncharted game is announced, not by Naughty Dog. I don't know who. I have to think about that for a while, but I don't know who. And it will have a new main character. I think letting the Uncharted series just lie dormant is a waste. There's so much you could do in that world with that style of gameplay. We already got Xbox and Machine Games making Indiana Jones, I believe. So, you know, why not keep it going? We got Tomb Raider, Indiana Jones, and Uncharted happening. If we had all at the same time, I wouldn't be complaining. Like, who's gonna complain about 3 bad bitches fight? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, all y'all look good. Y'all don't gotta fight. Just you know, we can all have a good time. And, you know, Uncharted sitting dormant, it's kind of sad. The last one was great, in my opinion. But, you know, it missed the mystical stuff that I enjoyed about the first 3 games. So getting another game, going back to that vibe, having the mystical and the, you know, the character comedies and the dialogue and the character developments that I love from Uncharted, I think that would be swell. And I don't know who will be able to do it, because Naughty Dog definitely don't want to do it. You could tell every time they talk about games that they're making that they don't want to do it. So hopefully somebody else can do it. Devil May Cry 6 will have an announcement in 2024. I think it's more than likely. DMC 5 came out in 2019. It's so decently well. Like, it's still praised to talk about to this day. I still hear like Virgil theme song all over the internet, just random memes. So like, yeah, like this is like a no-brainer for it to be announced. Like, I think it's about time. They got that mobile game's gonna come out this year. God, ooh, I'm not into that. But a full-fledged sequel coming out, DMC 6, I'm down with that. Especially because, like, I know people really didn't like the DMC remake with black hair Dante and emo Dante, edgy Dante, they want to call it. But I thought that game was cool. It wasn't nothing, you know, grand, but I thought some of the world design and some of the bosses were fantastic. Like, and over time, Dante became likable. He wasn't likable in the beginning, but over time he became likable. But, you know, I'm glad they went back to focus with the 3 niggas that we loved and like in DMC 5. And, you know, we got a great and amazing game from that turmoil that they went through with Devil May Cry. So, you know, 2024 we might get a new one, and I think it's about time. This is a low hanging fruit one. Kingdom Hearts 4 new trailer with a 2025 release date. I'm tired of Kingdom Hearts like releasing trailers with, like, you know, no real plans for the future when it comes to a release date. Like, they do this shit all the time, and it's just like, just don't talk to me. Just don't talk to me anymore until you have something solid. The Kingdom Hearts 4 announcement came out, and I was hyped, and then a year later we still sitting here like, we don't know when this game is coming out, huh? Sucks. But I think we will get another trailer this year with a date for next year. Fable is shown again with gameplay, actual gameplay, not in-game footage, because game developers love just saying in-game footage. So like, hey, this is what the game will look like in our engine, but not necessarily. With actual gameplay, but still no release date. Fable's been worked on by, I believe, the Criterion people, or I believe they're the people that do Forza, I believe. Let me double check that. Who's making the favorite? Playground Games, yeah. So it's the people that's doing like Forza and stuff. So You know, we all thought the same thing about Gorilla, because Gorilla, who made the Horizon series, all they was making was freaking Killzone, and it was like they got a new IP. Like, what are they doing? And they knocked it out of the park. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give them a chance to show and prove. You know, like every developer want to, like, I don't think every developer want to make the same game for the rest of their life. So when you get a chance to make something new, I know a lot of people want to take that chance. So I want to see it. I love the Fable series from a distance for the most part. I've only like beaten the 1 and 3. And I want to play 2, but I didn't have a 360 like on my hand at all times. I was a PS3 guy. But yeah, Fable is one of those games that I love to see. And I would love to see a modernized version of that, because that game, you could do a whole bunch of stuff in Fable. Like, it was an early RPG where you had a total like playable role playing characters that you could do. And yeah, Fable is a beloved series with that is built upon lies. It is built upon lies, but it's still a beloved series that nailed a lot of aspects of RPGs and fantasy and storytelling. And I would love to see that now, because we don't have a lot of like snarky fantasy games like that no more. They're usually taken seriously. But yeah, more tongue-in-cheek Fable will be on the way in 2025, but announced this year. And last but not least, the game of the year for 2024 will be either, I know I'm being wishy-washy about having two, but I think it's gonna be between these two for the most part. Hellblade 2 or Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is looking out to be an amazing game, just from the scale and how they're changing stuff up with the story and adding elements from all the outside pieces of Final Fantasy VII, like all the outside games and stories, and they're connecting and making a new, fresh experience. I love that shit. And Hellblade 2 looks like they aiming to, like, man, destroy everything, like from visual presentation to, you know, like storytelling. They're looking to like nail like peak gaming, like that's not tropes, but things that gamers want. They're looking to nail it. I don't necessarily know about combat. Combat still looks like it could be generic, but everything else is like way past like great. Everything is like off the charts, especially the graphics. The graphics looks freaking insane, like insane. So whenever that game comes out, it's gonna be a problem for the industry, because people have to move out the way, because like that game looks like something special. So I think that's gonna be the game of the year. I'm leaning more towards Hellblade 2 on Final Fantasy 7, but if Ghost of Tsushima comes out this year, which I doubt, I think that'll be game of the year. But for now, I'm saying Hellblade 2. Hellblade 2 will be game of the year. Unless another game comes out this year, then who knows. Oh, I had a random one. Resident Evil 9 is announced, starring Jill and Claire. I'm a big Resident Evil fan. I don't know if y'all know. Y'all probably don't know. I haven't put anything on the channel like that about it. But Resident Evil has been sorely missing Jill, especially, and Claire. I'm not tired, but we've seen enough of Leon now. We need a break from Leon. We technically enough of Chris too. Chris is like the main character of the series now. And since Ethan is, you know, probably not gonna be the next main character, you know, if you played it, you know. I think it's time for Jill to have some sort of spotlight, right? Like, it's been long enough. Like, she got that piss poor remake of Resident Evil 3. Like, no, she needs something of her own, something special. So yeah, either we're gonna get 9 or it's gonna be Code Veronica remake, because you can't do Resident Evil 5 remake without having Code Veronica. Code Veronica is so important to Resident Evil 5. Like, Code Veronica is the reason why Chris got real swole. Cause Wesker beat that boy ass. Wesker beat that boy ass so bad that he went and got swole and was like, nah, never again, never again. So yeah, I think Resident Evil 9 will probably be announced this year. Capcom already releasing, I believe, Dragon's Dogma 2 in March, so this probably gonna be a big banger for them too. But you know, ain't no room double down on this shit and having 2 bad bitches in the same year. So yeah, those are my predictions for 2024. Some of these were like, you know, something that you probably weren't expecting. And some of these were just like, nigga, you tripping. You are tripping.